Top of the morning, everybody. Welcome to a special session of Message from the Streets. You know, there's a lot of things going on the planet this last couple of days. Russia running down on Ukraine, United States placing sanctions. You know, a whole lot of things. The UN, you know, they making all this noise. You know, a lot of smoke going on out there, right? So I'm like looking at this, John, and I'm like, man, you know, first of all, I'm gonna just tell you straight up. I have always been suspicious of activities surrounding war in the United States, or with the United States involvement. When I was younger, I was born right after an era where, as though that, you know, the word Cold War was used real frequently, and people was accused of being communists, like J. Edgar Hoover accused Martin Luther King, the Black Panthers, Malcolm X as being commies. This was very common, and people were afraid of that. A lot of European, Caucasian, so-called white Americans were mentally manipulated and programmed to fear certain terminologies, the communists, the socialists, and right now today you can see the residue of that, especially with the word socialism. They're terrified of that word. But moving forward, I never trusted the United States position because in Russia, there's a place called Caucasus Mountains. And from my studies, it is said that a particular pedigree of European, Caucasian, so-called white people, this is their origin. So that made me think that the Russian Europeans, the German Europeans, the French Europeans, the Italian Europeans, the Spanish Europeans, and the American children of the British Europeans are all family. So this is really a family issue going on the planet. And you know, they use the word World War. When I look at it, this World War was started, heavily participated in European, Caucasian, so-called white countries. You know, they got some, you know, other countries and other nationalities, you know, mixed up in a bowl of soup, dealing with N.A.T.O and things of that nature. You know, we're going to make an alliance. We're going to make this alliance with these different countries, and we got y'all back, y'all got our back. But the real thing that's going on, these are European, Caucasian peoples fighting over the world. They the ones that have all the control over the nuclear weapons. You know, they get the resources from different places, and they make these weapons and things. The mass makers of weapons, the mass murderers on the planet, may it be through, you know, wars, biological, chemical, you know, different types of things. So I say this to say is that you got to do your homework. You got to investigate why is, you know, America positioned what it is with Ukraine. You know, what's the possibility what can kick off, and will it be beneficial for financial gain on the planet, you know, and even stunting the growth in the movement of society. You know, there's a saying been out there for a minute, you know, the New World Order, you know, one world government, and some of these things that's going on, we can't be dismayed and think that this stuff is just happening by happenstance. You know, I remember I, you know, read several books, can't recall the name of them at this particular time, but they was talking about how the planning for our future was, you know, set in motion 70 to 100 years before, and what's going on is they carrying the baton. One group of people passing on to the next people, and the next people, so forth and so on. And that's why in the government, a lot of the government officials, may they be to the left or the right, you know, in either system as far as the executive, legislative, judiciary branch, they family. A lot of them are families, even down to the small governments, they family. So this is a family affair going on, a family feud, family war that they try to get everybody else caught up into, you know, and it's all about them harvesting and controlling the resources in the area of the planet. Just you know, just think about this disappointed view, and you know, they make us think it's for the best of our interest. Well, clearly we can see that a lot of things going on this planet is not for the best of our interests as citizens or human beings having a spiritual experience, because a lot of people wouldn't be suffering when there's so much resources on this planet that take care of every living soul on this planet. But we have these people, these warmongers, these overlords that have conspired, have these secret societies, these secret agendas, and they feed us one thing, but all the time they're doing something else. My man still said it's the flea flicker. We looking over here, but they all the way over there. You know, we're going to be looking on the earth, and they're going to be up on Mars type of thing. See what I'm saying? I'm just saying, you know, take it into consideration. The Russia situation, I see, you know, people over there reporting like it's like everyday news, but this country's being overthrown, and they, you know, CNN, they want upfront coverage, Fox, everybody, they, you know, they taking advantage of it. You know, it's like a circus. It's a theatrical. And, you know, we watching it, and we are part of it. See what I'm saying? There's more important things to be addressed in our lives as individuals. Some of us got the poorest of health, not just physically, but mentally and psychologically. Some of our financial situations need addressed, but now we're looking at the news, looking at people in their war games. Once again, just a point of view, something to think about. You know, at the end of the day, everybody got to do what's correct for them. I'm no, you know, intellectual giant or anything like that. I just bring a point of view. You know, I use my own brain. I don't listen to the government. I don't listen to propaganda machines, newspapers, big pharma. I don't listen to them. What I do is I get the information, and I cross-reference the information, and I come up with the best solution or answer to my understanding. And after that, you know, it ain't too much that they can do or I can do, but to keep it moving in my frequency. My frequency not going to be the frequency of the masses, because the masses is, you know, dumbfounded in a sense, because we believe everything. We looking for a master. We looking for a leader. We looking for the president. We looking for the king. And all the time, the real king is inside of us. Just a point of view. Have a blessed day on purpose, with purpose, and remember, life is all purpose. And do your homework, man. Don't be out here being no, you know, no stoolie, no puppet, no flunky for the propaganda machine, for the president even, for the political party that you believe in or you're associated with, your gang. You know, stand on something or fall for anything. Hey, man, peace, love, and grace.